Heavy artillery fighting could be heard in Doble, just 5 kilometers from Somalia's border with Kenya, as Al-Shabaab fighters sought territorial gains in the town controlled by forces loyal to Somalia's transitional government. The battle not only involving Somali government troops and an allied militia known as the Raskamboni, but the Al-Shabaab this time was to attempt to spill over into Kenyan territory. A development that prompted the army to send a Kenya Air Force unit to provide aerial cover.
And officers shot back and repelled them. It didn't take very long. There was just a very short shootout along the border, and the Shabab were repulsed and they went back to Somalia.
And while the skirmishers may have left no Kenyan dead, the attacks are believed to have left several casualties in Doble. About 50 civilians from Doble sought treatment at the Liboi Health Center in Kenya, some 17 kilometers from the border, most still with bullets lodged in their bodies, and about 10 are feared dead.
There's some people who are displaced in Doble, around 500. That ran away from Doble. Some ran to Kenya, and by afternoon, most of them had gone back to Doble.
What is believed to have been an offensive of sorts from the Al-Shabaab fighters, since the African Union troops and Somalia's transitional federal government drove Al-Shabaab fighters out of Somalia's capital, Mogadishu. But it appears they are still battling for survival, raising fears that they may have regrouped as they seek to return to the capital in full force.
And by afternoon, Al-Shabaab had been removed from Doble town.
The insurgents' latest assault coming at a time when aid groups are struggling to help more than 1 million Somalis in drought-stricken southern and central Somalia. Last week, President Mwai Kibaki urged world leaders to quickly provide Somalia with the resources needed to prevent Al-Shabaab insurgents from regrouping. While addressing the United Nations General Assembly in New York, the president urged the international community to enhance the capabilities of both the African Union military mission in Somalia and Somalia's transitional federal government. The Kenyan government has maintained a strong force spread along the stretch of the border with Somalia, where fighting has been reported. Salim Bilu, Citizen Weekend.